We've got some sensational guests in the studio. Alpa Pandya, I think is the right. Have I got it right?
You have, yeah. Pandya.
Oh, Pandya.
But hey, everybody calls me Pandya.
Oh, very nice. Okay, Pandya. And you're doing a seminar tomorrow on fear, am I right?
That's absolutely right, yeah. We're doing a seminar at the Novotel Hotel in Milton Keynes, so not far from here.
No.
And it's from 2 till 4 o'clock, and it's all about fear.
And overcoming it. God, because so many of us struggle with it, right?
That's right. And I think people struggle with it for different reasons. Some people have fear of success, believe it or not. You know, achieving success, they've got the fear for that. Some people have fear of not being worthy enough, you know, and some people just have fear. They don't even know why they've got the fear. And it's fear of achieving your goals, fear of achieving your dreams. And that's
fear of looking stupid, which I do every weekend.
Yeah. And that's what we're helping people with. We help people with a lot of things, but tomorrow specifically is based on fear and how to overcome that.
Oh, lovely. And I understand it's a free seminar.
It is a free seminar,
Very
yes.
generous,
Yes.
very generous. It's
So,
lovely, isn't it? Because someone can come in crippled with fear and they so want to they want to change their life or just have a different situation and they just can't do it. And with your little magic, I love a bit of magic. We all love a bit of magic. We all need it. Blimey, do we need it. So how did you get involved in coaching Alpa?
So I got involved. I accidentally fell into it. I actually literally, yeah. Well, like you, I'm a BBC radio presenter.
Yes,
and I work for BBC Asian Network. But I've been in radio for 23 years. But there was something else that I wanted. I mean, I enjoy radio as you love it, but there was something else niggling at me, and I didn't know what that something else was. I was following self-development for 10 years. And I've followed great people. I've signed up to many programs, listened to loads of MP3s, but nothing quite really was working for me. Little things were happening, incremental gains, but nothing huge. My big goals still sat there on the shelf. So one day I was interviewing a music producer on my show, and he said to me, "Have you seen The Secret?" And I was like, well, no, why do I need to watch that? And he's like, well, you need to watch it. I said, well, why? What's it done for you? So he said, well, you know, I've always wanted to be a music producer. I'm a successful music producer now. I've always wanted to emigrate to Australia, and I've done it through the back of this. And then he mentioned Bob Proctor to me. Now, he's a legend in self-development, master in power of the mind, human potential. So he was bugging me for a while and said, have you seen it? Have you seen it? And I knew about The Secret when it came out, 2006 it was, but I chose not to watch it. I chose not to read the book, simply because I thought it's another one of those things that's not really going to work. But it wasn't until after he said it, 2 weeks later, I decided to watch it. And then one person resonated with me, and that was Bob Proctor.
Yes.
And I actually said to myself, I'm going to work with this man and I'm going to meet him with conviction.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And that's how things started changing. Now, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know how I was going to meet him. But slowly, I started following his material, started implementing certain things. And then being a radio presenter, used my skills and said, look, I'm a radio presenter, I want to interview this guy.
Yes.
It took me 4 months to get in touch with a high-profile guy. But the deal was I had to fly to Toronto, is where he lives, to meet him for a 10-minute interview. So that's a price I had to pay. So I went over there. This was in August 2014. Met him. He said to me, what do you want? Not in a horrible way, but what do you want?
Yeah.
I said, well, I want more from life. I love my radio work, but there's something else that I want. I want to be able to travel the world because I'm passionate about traveling, but I want to help people and I don't know how. And I said, I want to be financially free, and I want, more importantly, freedom of time.
Yeah.
Which is what everybody wants.
Sure.
Right? So he said to me, well, will you do what I tell you to? Now, this is where it got a little bit scary, because I've just met this man. I'm thinking, well, what's he going to tell me to do? And how do I know it's going to work? So reluctantly, I remember this day very vividly. I said, yes. And he said, Alpa, you've got to be certain. Look at your results. He said, you're telling me you want X, Y, Z, but what is going to change if you keep doing the same things? So he said, if you do what I tell you to, if you follow it down to a T, things will start changing for you. So what I did is I started following his process. I started implementing his system, which goes back to 500 years, used by some of the most successful people that ever lived, people like Andrew Carnegie, Napoleon Hill. It's a rich lineage of people. Bob Proctor falls in just after Earl Nightingale. So then I started implementing this information, this process, and I started seeing huge changes in my life. I started, and that's where I found my purpose. The biggest thing that I actually got from this is, there was a lot of materialistic things that I've gained from it, but the biggest thing was that I gained my purpose. I found my purpose, which is now my mission in life is to teach this information to as many people as I can and change and transform their lives. And that's what I'm doing. So it was a whirlwind. I've
got the tingles.
It is. It was a whirlwind of a journey, but I'm so glad I went on that journey, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I used to work in a call centre as well as being a radio presenter. I quit that call centre job. I was in that job for 14 years of my life, and I quit it after implementing some of the things that we're going to teach actually in tomorrow's seminar. So it was amazing.
Oh my Lord. It's key to be certain. And most of us aren't. We've got an idea, or if you say to somebody, so tell me, so what kind of man do you want to meet? And they go, well, I don't want a drinker. And I don't want a smoker. It's like, okay, yeah, but what do you want? And most people actually don't really give that the time. So how can you get what you want if you're not certain? Interestingly enough, at the beginning of the year, I too changed my life. And one of the first things that I did was get rid of my old work. Everything came off the internet, and I went, right, okay, I'm doing comedy and I'm going to get a radio show. That's what I'm doing. And I was completely and utterly clear. And I just told everybody like a mad woman, oh yeah, I'm going to have a radio show. And funny enough, here I am. And I've been doing one all summer.
Well, that's the power of attraction, law of attraction. More importantly, law of vibration. That's a primary law, right? So what are you vibrating at? And then that's what you're going to be attracting back. So whether people believe it or not, but we're all governed by universal laws. And that's how our lives pan out.
Yes, because people often think, when you look at somebody and they've got that life that you want, or they're being really successful, and it's like, oh, well, it's all right for them. It's all right for them because, they're lucky, or because their mum's in the game, or whatever it is, Oh, this is so exciting. So for anyone out there who's thinking, quite fancy a little bit of life-changing material, a free seminar. What time does it start?
So it starts at 2:00.
Okay.
It goes on till 4. It may go on a little later because our seminars always kind of go over, but that's good.
That's totally doable, though.
Absolutely, yeah. It's free, so you're not paying anything. And you're going to be learning a lot of techniques. We're going to be talking about what we call the terror barrier. Okay, what happens when you hit that wall? Why do you hit that wall? What is the terror barrier? And why is it that so many people leave their dreams high up on the shelf and don't really go for what they want to go for?
Is it because they don't want to get through the terror barrier?
Yeah, that's what it is. And we're going to show you how you actually break through that.
This is so exciting. So Milton Keynes tomorrow, 2:00 at the Novotel?
Novotel Hotel. Yes.
Novotel. Can people just show up, or do they need to book online?
We are asking for registration, so they can register, and they can go over to Eventbrite and find the information there.
Eventbrite.
.co.uk, and our event is actually called What Stops You. So that's an event that they can look for and just register for it.
Brilliant.
Alternatively, they can actually go onto my website, which is mindmatrix.com, matrix spelt with a double X, and if they go onto the events tab, the seminar is there for them to actually register for.
Wonderful. Alpa, thank you so much for coming in. I'm absolutely sure that you've got people's juices flowing. And,
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I wish you all the best with your seminar.